I'm sharing this video is because there are some levels you have to break in this life to know that anything is possible. There are some people that have been working or doing business all their life, or 9 to 5, and they don't believe that they can make such amount of money. But Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Precious David and I'm a YouTuber based in Enugu, Nigeria. Today's video is a new one. I shared my story and I think I need to share this part of my life, you get, because I love business talk, I love money talk. Anybody that is close to me knows that I enjoy this kind of conversation, and I want to grow a community that freely talk about this kind of thing. Not to say that I am a professional, I want to also share my struggles, what I'm learning, what I'm changing, going forward. I want to share this kind of talk, which is why it's in my, and I want to, just share. So guys, at this point in my life, I have decided to stop chasing money, stop chasing numbers. Okay, yes, I want to make money, but I want to stop chasing what's in my bank account, how much I made. I want to focus on more opportunities, like what value can I give to people, do you get, and how can I share my creativity, how can I use my talents. So I'm not all about the numbers. So yeah, not to say I don't want to make money, no, I'm just saying my focus will not be so much on money. I will explain why in another video. It will be about why I stopped chasing money, or something about putting it on my vision board. I haven't concluded yet, but there will be a video about it. But today, why I'm sharing this video is because there are some things, there are some how will I say, there are some levels you have to break in this life to know that anything is possible. There are some people that have been working or doing business all their life, or 9 to 5, and they don't believe that they can make such amount of money. But I want to tell you that once you do this, it will break a barrier of having the scarcity mindset. That's why I'm doing this video. It will open your mind to, okay, you can do more. That's why I'm doing this video. That's how, let's say if you do 1 million, I promise you, it just opens you to a new level of financial success. So that's why I'm making this video. So yes, we see online different videos about how I made this. I made 10 million at 23. I made this million at 18. Guys, if you have not made a million naira at any age, it's not a bad thing, but it's something you can challenge yourself to do. So here I'll tell you my story and I'll break it down how I did it. So back in 2019, I used to work for a hair company. So guys, this video, I want to tell you, a lot of you work 9 to 5, but you steal from your bosses. I promise you, you don't need to steal from your boss. Stop stealing from your bosses. Start your own business. Start something. As you're working for your boss, maybe provide a solution for your boss, and try to leverage on it. You don't have to start your own business. You can add value to where you're working. You can also start your own business that is different from where you're working. I don't know, but I will give you a breakdown of how I made my first million. So guys, back in 2019, back in 2019, I used to work for this hair company. It's one of the top hair companies in Nigeria. So I was their wig maker, wig stylist for like a year plus. So guys, when I started working there, the company, yeah, when I started working there, I was just doing wigs, you know. But when I moved there, they moved to a new location that was inside, like, let's say it was like in a residential area, but they had the client base. Customers were willing to locate them wherever they were. Do you understand? So the business was only selling hair at the time. Do you get? Like, he sold hair, very good high quality hair, but he had a market he wasn't attending to. Like, he didn't attend to, what's this big, this is my issue, what's this word, like, there was a gap, there was a market gap, yes, and he wasn't attending to it. So because the people who come to buy hair are very busy individuals, they don't have time, they can't do anything. So there I started selling hair products, comb, hairbrush, you know, spray bottle, you know, something you will find in a wig tooth, a hair supply store. Yes, but I didn't bring it in quantity. I was just, you know, I started small, and you know, the orders kept coming. So yeah, I used to do this. I wish I have a picture. I just used to do this hair bundle, like it would be a conditioner, a spray bottle, and a comb, and I'll just rubber band it there. Do you get? So and so many other things. So my boss was selling hair oil, so I couldn't tap into that, but there were other things like straightener. I didn't really get much people buying straighteners, but yeah, like, but I sold mostly the conditioner, anything that had to do with comb. And let me tell you guys, my boss had the client base, but there was just this gap he did not attend to until later. So that was how, you know, I started selling. I was now making gain. Now let me take it back. The beginning of that year, when I started working with them, I remember one night when I moved into my first ever apartment. The first night, you know, I was sleeping. I don't know what made me to wake up. Okay, whenever I'm in a new environment, I don't sleep. For long because my body's adjusting. So I woke up, I was scrolling through Instagram. So I remember I saw this video on one business person that teaches online, and she was like, how you can make 1 million naira. So you let's say your target is 1 million, you divide it by the month in a year, yeah. So you divide it by 12, you can do 10 months, you can do 12. So when you divide the 1 million divided by 10, I did 10 months, which is 100,000 a month. So now 100,000 naira, you now divide it by the gain you're making from a product. So yeah, when you divide it, you can now tell how many products you need to sell in that month. And sometimes you can, you know, reach your target. Sometimes you have to push your target to the ones remaining, push it to the next month. So that's why I say 10 months, so that in case there is any like a month you don't reach your target, there is still like a space for like 11 and the 12th month. So that was how like I did it. So let's say 100,000 naira. Let's say your gain is 2,000 naira. 2,000 naira. So you're going to divide 100,000 naira by 2,000. So let's say 500 pieces. Do you understand what I mean? So you have to sell 500 pieces of that can give you 2,000. So let mind you, I didn't just sell only that product. I was also a wig maker. As much as they were paying me my salary, I was also a wig maker on the side. So I was wigging people's hair at home, like my outside clients. So that was what I was also adding to it. So that was how, you know, I was saving up, and each month 100,000. You know, some months I'll make it, some months I'll carry it over. And I remember I hit my 1 million target, and I saw the money live. I saw it live. Like, I wanted to see it live. That's to show you I made more than 1 million, because I had other you know, day-to-day expenses, day-to-day bills. So I actually made more than 1 million naira. So again, why did I say you should do this? So that you break financial barriers. You break financial barriers. There are some things you have to do to tell that, to shake the world and tell them, okay, I can do this. Because guys, let me tell you, after I left, after they sacked me, they did not sack me because of that though, please. It was a whole personal issue. After they sacked me, when I started my gadget business, I made 3 million naira in the first year, just with 100,000 naira. Do you see? Like, I was not scared anymore. Like, I broke to the next one. You get? But then I'll do a video why, like, you should not pursue it so much in the long run. It's good though, but I'll tell you what happened to me, because I shifted my focus from my product to chasing money. You get? That's the bad part of it. That's the bad part of it, because the moment you switch from the value or the opportunity to chasing money, you're going to start losing focus of what you are doing. So that's where I went wrong, and that's a lesson I have learned. You get? But I'll do a whole video on why I felt that way. There'll be a whole video on that. So yeah, I will also put like the formula for how you can make that money. I promise you, like, no matter the age you are, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. So don't limit yourself. Some people are so scared of money, like they hold themselves back. They feel like it's even good to experience that, so that you know how you will treat money when money starts to come to you. You get? So yeah, I hope, guys, this video was of value to you. Please stop stealing from your bosses. Add value to their business in a way that you know, you can talk to your boss. Okay, I would like to do this, although that part is hard. But if you can start a business and leverage on start a different business and leverage on maybe your boss clients. Like my other colleagues were doing that. We weren't selling hair, but they leveraged on my boss client and they were making their money. Do you understand? So don't limit yourself. They're working for somebody nice. Leave your organ's money. Leave it alone. It's not your money. Let them pay your salary. Leave your gas money. And you know why I hold that sentiment is because I grew up in a family that our parents, you know, trained people. All this in Igbo land, they call it umu boy. So like my dad always come back talking about how maybe umu boy, that the guys that used to work for him, they stole from him. Like, I could hear stories about that, and when I was working, I didn't want to replicate that. So that's why I leveraged on something. I worked for my boss, I showed up. It was why they sacked me was because maybe differences in between me and the manager. That was what happened. And I promise you, it was just one little thing, and that was what happened. Anyways, I knew that I was going to leave that job. I could sense it. I told before I got into that job, I told God, I just want to work here 1 year. And when the time was coming, I was trying to extend it. God was like, better get out of in short, I don't even blame the manager. God pushed me out of there. God used her and pushed me out, because I was already extending when I would go. I was already saying, oh no, I'll go in end of the year. Like, I was extending to another year. God, if I tell you that it was the stupidest thing, if I explain the stupidest thing that they sacked me, and you will not believe. So I don't even hold. When she sacked me, I just knew. I could not even hold grudge. I did not beg, because I knew that it was God that actually pushed me out of that place. So yeah, I'm just talking off topic, but yeah, I hope this video gained a thing or two. If you're going to try this, please, I want to see people do this. Don't steal don't steal from your guy. Don't steal from your bosses. Stop it. A lot of businesses are not thriving in Nigeria because the staff, they are stealing from their bosses, and it's not fair. It's not fair. So please, yeah, I've come to the end of this video. I hope it was of great value to you. Remain blessed. Please subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you think. Just share your opinion. Bye.